There was a historic rivalry that went on last night. The Celtics have played the Knicks 546 times, and the Celtics have won 332 times out of 204 times they've lost, which they pretty much dominate the series in general. And this is what the score was last night. Final, there was 2 overtimes. This was honestly one of the best games last night. The Nuggets wasn't that good of a game, and this was honestly the best game. The Knicks had 138 and the Celtics had 134. Madison Square Garden was honestly rowdy. You could hear them in there, which obviously it's going to be rowdy every game because they have so many fans in there every time. They're pretty much at max capacity every time, it seems. It sounded a lot like a playoff game and sounded like it did when they were facing the Hawks last season. Here are Julius Randle's stats. He definitely improved from last season, and I think he's going to really lead the Knicks farther in the playoffs this year. Julius Randle last night dropped 35 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Giannis had a great game in the home opener in Madison Square Garden. The Knicks got the dub. I thought the Celtics were going to win. The Celtics, Jason Tatum was 8 of 20 last night for his field goals. He only had 20 points. And Jaylen Brown also had a great game. He had 46 points last night and really carried the Celtics to the win. Jason Tatum definitely needed to play better. And speaking of other Knicks players, Evan Fournier actually surprised me. He had 32 points and was just draining threes the whole time in the overtime and really kept him in the game. And then R.J. Barrett had 20 points, which I think he should average this year. I would say 23 or 24 points per game. I feel like the Knicks are honestly going to be a very good team this year. I think they're going to be much better than last year. And what do you guys think about the performance last night by Julius Randle? Who's your NBA GOAT? LeBron James, Michael Jordan, other, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? My NBA GOAT is LeBron James. I think he's better than Michael Jordan. I think he's the greatest basketball player of all time. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Michael Jordan's better, or what do you put Kareem? I feel like a lot of people don't have Kareem as their number one. I don't really see a lot of people have that. Who do you guys think is the NBA GOAT? O'Neal on LeBron being the greatest player of all time, which I agree with what he's saying. He's got 4 rings and he becomes the greatest scorer in NBA history. He's the best ever, ain't nothing you can say, which I agree with what he's saying. And if the GOAT debate was about championships, Bill Russell would have been the best player of all time with 11, which he isn't. And if LeBron gets the scoring title, the number 1 scorer of all time in NBA history, that's definitely going to hold weight just because Kareem had that record for 40 years, and it's just going to have a good record to have.